Hey everybody, Karen from Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So we are going to ask the Lead Team Collective your questions regarding FIFA and worldwide sports and whether there's corruption in that, whether there's not. Obviously everything's for entertainment purposes only and allegedly. And we're just pursuing different ways to see the world. That's really all we're doing. My hope is that you're not ever looking for like one specific answer, because I don't think you're going to get it. I don't think you're going to get it here or anywhere else. And it's probably time that we all get kind of used to the idea that a lot of different variations of things can be possible at the same time. I'm just putting it out there, okay? So if you're looking for an absolute on anything, this is probably not the best place to get it. But if you're here to explore and get different ideas and different ways of thinking about things, then this is a good place, okay? I do call outs, and I just decided this morning that I'm going to do call outs with a poll for now on. So if I did this, the last one, again, we're going to be talking about FIFA today, the World Cup. Let me just list through so you guys know what I'm talking about before I dive into what I was just going to say. So many of the questions that you guys had is related to corruption, gambling, leadership around FIFA, energy, and whether this tournament may have a deeper purpose. Okay. And then we do have one personal question, although I'm really curious about this one question that somebody has about, is it Lamine Yamal and Lionel Messi. So you can tell I don't really know who these people are, but I think I know who Messi is now. I think he's on Argentina, right? So anyway, so those will be interesting. And plus there's a story related to that and like the number 19 that is connected to the story. So we're going to ask the lead team about that. So as always, thank you so much for leaving your questions. I thought it would be fun for now on to post. So you're probably going to see a post every day now, for the most part, as long as I can keep up on it, on stuff that's going on currently. I want to be a little bit more timely. Like today I post whether or not, only because I think it's interesting to see where the community's at on different topics. And the one I post today is, do you think Mitch McConnell is alive? And you can go in and see what the community, how many people think he is not, and how many people think he is. We're going to be open-minded. We're not going to, for those of you who said, no, I don't think he is, then it would be a great idea to go in and read comments on why people think he is. And vice versa, because we're trying to stay open-minded about things and learn things from different perspectives. This isn't, again, about right or wrong, all right? We don't need to have a bunch of ego here in this community, because that's where we all need to be right or wrong, right? So the one thing that's funny about Mitch McConnell, and some people might not think this is funny, I saw this and I just burst out loud because I was like, oh my God. Now, this very well could be an AI image. I'm never going to think anymore. Somebody could, it looks like somebody hung this sign from on a highway, like the traditional way of communicating a protest or whatever. But now you have no idea if this was created by AI. I guess it doesn't really matter, but it would be way funnier. Well, I don't even know if funny is the right word, but way more humorous. Or, okay, that's not even the right word. It would be more astounding, let's say, if it was, yeah, that's the word. It would be more astounding if it was actually hanging on a highway, okay? So here is the picture. I'm going to show it to you. Mitch McConnell is on eternity leave. In big letters. Now, does anybody live in an area that's actually hanging, or is that an AI generated thing? Because you can make it. You can make a highway look like it's AI generated. So we just always are going to have to question things. But Mitch McConnell is on eternity leave. Oh, Mitch. Okay, not that I feel bad for him. I'm just saying. It's sad because what's really sad, let's just say he's not. Okay. And this is not the conversation we're having today, but go participate in the poll. That was my point of bringing Mitch up. And then if you guys have questions about him and whatever, you can put them in the poll area. Okay. So that's how I'll be getting the questions from now on. Anyways, it's just really, if he's not alive, and they're using it, his passing, to hold, including his wife, to hold on to his seat so that they can manipulate the timing of the seat election. I mean, how much lower can you get? If that's what they're doing. I don't know. We're not asking that question today. Okay, let's say the prayer and get to the questions about FIFA. Very interesting. I'm curious even about not only FIFA, but, you know, the NFL, the NBA, the whole thing. Again, entertainment purposes only and allegedly. I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, the lead team collective, and our community, so it is all of the highest and purest light. Amen. I am going to do the law of challenge real quick, just because I haven't done it in a day or two. They actually told me I don't have to keep doing it, but I'm just going to test it out. So, in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes, thanks. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Thank you. So, according to Diana Cooper, and I don't know who else, or if this was just channeled to her, but there is 31 spiritual laws, which someday we will start going through on the channel. So many things to talk about. But she has a book that's specific to the spiritual laws, I believe, because we were going to choose it for the Spirit Circle next book club, but we decided to pick something else. So the lead team actually told us what to read, you guys. They spelled out the actual book for us, which was amazing, on the pendulum. So the spiritual law is the law of challenge. And if you ask in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? 3 times, it is a spiritual law that whoever is talking to you is required to give you an honest answer. So I do believe this because it's better for my psyche to believe that even with the most lowest vibration entities, that they still have spiritual laws they have to follow according to source. So I do believe that. I've heard it many, many times, and nothing that contradicts it. But it would be an interesting conversation, right? So I can ask the lead team that. So lead team, and then we'll get right to the FIFA. You guys, there's timestamps below nowadays. So in case you are like, Karen talks too much in the beginning, then go to the timestamps. Okay, so I forgot what I was going to ask now. Are there spiritual laws that every entity that's participating in the universe or throughout dimensions are there a certain number of spiritual laws that every single one of us are required to follow? Yes. Even the lowest of the low, the lowest of the low vibration, can they ever bypass those? The ones that are like, no. So there are some that are non-negotiable, is what you're saying? There are non-negotiables? Yes. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, that brings up a whole set of other questions, doesn't it? Okay. Question number 1 about FIFA. Is FIFA, lead team, hi. I didn't even say hi to you guys. Hello. We have questions for you about sports and, whether or not we're actually seeing what we're seeing. You know what I mean? Like, is there truth behind what we're seeing, that type of thing? Is there anything here that's not in our highest and best? No. Okay. Is this information helpful for us to know? Okay, really wide swing on that. Yes. Okay. All right, number 1. Is FIFA affected by corruption? Yes. Would you say, okay, so that's very broad. Would you say that the entire organization is corrupt? Yes. Yes. Okay, well, that's very clear. But again, entertainment purposes only, and allegedly. Are the Olympics affected by the same corruption? No, no, no. I love the Olympics. Doesn't mean I still can't love them, but it's better to know that you're watching something that's manipulated. So you're saying that the outcome of events is manipulated and bought? Yes. What about the NFL? Same? Yes. What about the NBA? Yes. What about college football? No. I find that hard to believe, to be honest. What about college basketball? So is there some corruption I'm sure there is, in college sports? Yes. But the overall who wins type of thing, is that ever corrupted? Okay, so yes, it is. Okay. But not to the extent of professional sports? Yes. Okay. It's good to know. It's good to know when you're watching that you're actually watching reality TV. It's not, you're watching a script, you know. So there's nothing wrong with being entertained by, I mean, you're just basically watching something that somebody else wrote. It's not a legit outcome, you know, an honest outcome, I could say. So is that true? Is FIFA an honest, when FIFA happens, the World Cup, have we seen in the past an honest outcome as a result? Yes. Okay. Was this past year an honest outcome? Yes. Okay, so was Argentina supposed to win? Was that the deal? Yes. Okay. And I know some of these questions are coming up, so I'll just have to read through them again because I'm whipping through a few in my head now. Did people lose a ton of money thinking that they had it in the bag? Because they thought, yeah, because they knew ahead of time. It's like insider trading, basically. Yes. Okay. And did the players of the Spain soccer team, did they decide they weren't going to participate in that? Yes. Did the players of Argentina decide they weren't going to participate in the corruption? Yes. Oh, so both teams, both the players? Yes. Were there some players who were involved in the corruption still? Yes. Okay. But for the most part, so there was enough players that said we are not going to participate in the corruption. Yes. Even on Argentina, huh? Like Argentina gave up the win type of thing? Yes. Oh, is there a chance that the players purposefully on Argentina lost the game? Yes. Which would explain why there was nothing happening for them for like 90 minutes, right? Or however long. It was a long time. Interesting. Okay, so there was a bunch of mixed things going on. We had some corruption going on from team members. Yes. Did those who were participating in the corruption, did they know that others were not? No. Okay. So were they just as surprised as, yes, when they did halftime or when they went into their water break, were they open and honest about, like, as a group, what was happening? No. Is that because not everyone would, for each team, let's just say, did every single player and coach know about the corruption on Argentina's team? No. Okay. So they couldn't talk openly about it. No. Interesting. Wow. All right, let me get back to the questions. We'll see where we got. We need to fill in the blanks. Are most major league sports around the world fixed by some sort of gambling organization? Yes. You know, I always kind of suspected it, but is a lot of what we see in professional sports decided by powerful people behind the scenes? Well, let's just say corrupt people behind the scenes. Yes. Has it been that way for the past 50 years? Yes. Has it been that way longer than 50 years? No. Are all the players aware of it? No. Are all the players aware that there's corruption somewhere in their sport? I mean, they have to be, right? How do you keep something like this a secret? Yes. But are all players aware of who might be doing it? No. Okay. Okay. So do they ever get suspicious of their own teammates? Yes. And does whistleblowing or anything ever like that ever happen? Yes. Oh. Is that sometimes behind the scenes why some players are traded? I don't see why another team would want them, but maybe. Yes. Huh. Interesting. Are some players being coerced or threatened? We'll break that down. Are some players being coerced into it? Yes, like with the money, obviously. Yes. I mean, you can't have more, I mean, some of the big players, how much more money, again, how much more money do you need? I did see, I saw this post today by Bernie Sanders' office. It's in his account. I'm not going to assume he actually wrote it, but I just thought it was fascinating. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It was basically like, I think California is trying to pass a tax for the rich. And, oh yeah, here it is. I just love the response. Okay, so if voters in California approve the 5% billionaire wealth tax in November, Mark Zuckerberg will owe $10.5 billion in taxes and health care. That would be able to be it would say, oh, what? They didn't write this well. Okay, so he would owe $10.5 billion in taxes, and health care, there we go, and health care would be saved for 3 million low-income people. And I wouldn't say low income. I mean, it's like anyone who's not, with the inflation and all that kind of stuff. So, and then they wrote, poor Mr. Zuckerberg would only have 200 billion left to feed his family. How will he survive? Right? How will he survive with 200 billion? Just, these guys. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Anyways, I feel the same way about some of these athletes then, if this is going on. How will you possibly survive if you don't take the coercion? Now, if they're being threatened, I wonder if you guys, could you hear that fan all of a sudden? Well, actually, it's been going on the whole time. I'm turning it off. There we go. So, are some players being threatened? I mean, that's a whole different, yes, okay, wide swing. Oh, are some here we go, you guys. Are some players being blackmailed? Son of a gun. Are they being blackmailed? Are most players being blackmailed? Yes. Oh my gosh. So is this a part of the whole blackmailing, e-file, a part of the same kind of process? Yes. If you guys haven't watched The Apprentice, and supposedly it's a documentary, so as to how Donald Trump got to where he is today, you'll understand this whole situation, the blackmailing thing. Is he was taught that by the person who mentored him, basically, who was his lawyer eventually. So, and he's passed now, but it was an interesting movie. I couldn't watch it right away. We just watched it like a month ago. But it was because I'm in a different place now. I'm not in an us against them or like I'm not despised. I'm just more curious and like learning to see the 3D world in a different way. So I'm able to watch that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. This is we just have to educate ourselves. We have to know how this stuff happens and where it's come from so that we can put a kibosh to it. So I'm going to guess then that these players, even the FIFA players, does it have more to do with blackmail than anything else? Yes. Okay. So what they do basically is they get something on them that they've done wrong, or even alter their state of consciousness without them knowing and put them in positions that are compromising, and then use that to hold it against them, like video, that kind of thing. That is the evil of the evilest. I mean, because they have compromising things of people, they didn't even do it, but they did it, but then it's like an MK Ultra thing. They kind of altered their state with some kind of altered state medication. I don't know why I don't want to say the word drug, but so this is what it seems like is going on collectively with politics, sports. It's the blackmailing stuff. Wow. I think we need to get like to the bottom of that whole society, not us here, but like really dig into that issue, and where it started from and where it's coming from and who's the most prevalent in doing that. That if we do that, maybe we can get that dismantled. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I have a lot more compassion for these players then, if that's the case, which then would allow me to not be disgruntled about watching the sports, if they're being threatened that way. Okay, so the lead team just keeps saying yes. So if corruption exists within FIFA, will the truth eventually be revealed? Yes. Will it be revealed because of the thing we were just talking about? Oh, thought I had that down, sorry. Okay, my sister's calling me. Marsha. Look at my film. Look at how I'm popped over in the corner now because the FaceTime thing is... That's interesting. I'm way down here in the corner. I'm waiting for it to... I don't think I can hang up on her. Sorry, sis. I'm hanging up on you. See, now I'm way in the corner still. Shoot, now I gotta stop it. Okay. I'm back. I don't even know like if it'll show me way in the corner like that, but wasn't gonna take a chance. Okay, let's see. So the truth will eventually come out. Is that going to be the truth, not just about FIFA, but all sporting events? Yes. Okay. And that's good. That's a good thing, right? Lead team, like we need that to come out. Yes. Will we eventually be able to get back to sports being a legitimate entertainment and the right people actually win because it's not bought off? Yes. Yes. Will that be in the next 5 years? No. Okay. So this is like we're on like the 2050 timeline when it comes to that. Yes. Okay. Will FIFA President Gianni, I think that's how you pronounce it, Infantino, they know who I'm talking about. Will he step down or be removed? Yes. Now that's a very broad question because will he step down? Well, yeah, probably eventually. Will he, so I'm going to try with timing, but you guys know how timing is. So, yeah, the lead team's like, yep, you know how timing is. Will he, is he going to lose his job involuntarily? I guess that's the important part. Yes. Okay. So he will lose his job at some point. Will it be in the, what we consider a near future? Yes. Is it on the 2026 timeline for him to lose his job? Yes. Okay. So I mean, it's on, there's only one timeline, but is it slated right now for 2026? Is that what the Akashic records are looking like? Yes. Okay. Was Argentina intended to win the World Cup? Hi, little birdie. Just come to visit me. The birds have noticed we have spiders on our balcony and I welcome them. Natural order of things. I don't kill spiders, but they can. It's their food. So yes, yes. Argentina was, so we're just confirming. Did the quote unquote black hats, which is a language that people have coined for the lower vibration folks, entities on Earth, did the black hats intend for Argentina to win? Yes. Did the white hats intervene so Argentina would lose? Yes. Yes. Interesting. Was there something important to gain if Argentina had won? Yes. More than just money for the bettors, for the gamblers? Yes. So what more could that be, you guys? You'll have to speculate. That's what we're doing. You'll have to speculate in the comments about what that could be because I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Did Spain win despite attempts to influence the outcome? Well, that makes it even way more fun. Yes. I'm glad I watched it. Did large gambling interests lose money because Spain won? Yes. Are we happy about that? Or I'm going to remain neutral because I don't want my glee to come back to me in a negative way. So I'm going to remain neutral. I'm going to say, okay, that love won, right? Love won, as it always does. Just sometimes takes a while to come around. All right. Did the World Cup help raise the vibration of the planet? Oh, that's a great question. Yes. I'm going to ask, were those videos of the Europeans sharing their thoughts about the US, how different the US was, were those videos propaganda? Yes. Bummer. Were all of them propaganda? No, but you could tell, like you started to see the same kind of like the way that they were put together that I started to look a little manipulative. So that's really good though. Like for me, that's really good that I noticed that as Karen, the human being, because I wouldn't have like a couple years ago, you know? So I'm happy about that. Just to, and it not in always being a suspicious thing, because I don't want to live that way, but more a questioning. Like I'm gonna, that's cute, but is that true? You know what I mean? Not that people didn't, but I don't know. I mean, I'll believe it when I actually hear people firsthand that came here, you know, or if somebody in the community here had a conversation. So if any of you guys had conversations with anybody who was visiting from Europe for the first time and you got that reaction from them, put it in the comments so that we can know, you know, how much do you think that really that they really did have that positive. Or how about this? If you are living in another country besides the US and you saw some of those videos, do you concur? Do you feel that way about the US? Or was that major propaganda so that us in the US felt good about ourselves? It was nice. It was nice to see because we always thought that people from outside of the US probably think European or Americans are, you know, or, you know, just they don't, you know, just like you have this image of different countries, you know. And then you go and you're like, wait a minute, this isn't anything like I thought it, you know, like they say it is, that type of thing. Okay, the last question, and then there's one personal question. So this one's a little lengthy because there's some background, only because I asked AI to give me some background on this so that I could understand it. So here is the question, and I will let the lead team answer it, and then if you don't want to stick around for the explanation because you know what it means, then you don't have to. Okay, so was the contest, I had to do a pronunciation on his name too, was the contest that Lamine Yamal won as a baby intentionally arranged so FIFA could identify a future successor, wow, to Lionel Messi? Yes. And is the repeated appearance of the number 19 connected to that story? Yes. Okay, so here's what AI told me. So community members noticed an unusual series of connections between Spanish soccer player Lamine Yamal, sorry, this doesn't come naturally to me, and Lionel Messi. When Yamal was a baby, his family entered a charity photo contest, and Messi happened to be the professional footballer selected to pose with him. Okay, got that? Got it. I have to think about that for a second. Nearly 19 years later, Yamal emerged as one of Spain's brightest stars, while Messi's Argentina faced Spain in the World Cup final. Okay, so then oh yeah, he was one of the youngest players, wasn't he? So there was Yamal, who was on Spain's team, Messi, who's on Argentina, but Yamal was a lot younger than Messi. Okay. So community members also noted several recurring references to the number 19, including the 19-year gap between the photo and the final, the fact that both Messi and Yamal wore the number 19. What? Are you kidding me? During their national team debuts, and the finals were played on the 19th of the month. Some wondered whether these were meaningful synchronicities or simply remarkable coincidences. So the lead team says, I'm not even sure. You guys are going to have the conversation about this in the comments. So you'll have to tell me what you think, why, because the lead team is saying, so were the number 19, were any of this a coincidence? No. Okay. So was it just synchronicity? No. Okay, so it was all planned. Yeah, so it wasn't synchronicity either. It was all planned that way. So the question is why? That's what I don't have any follow-up questions as to why, and you guys probably do, so have at it. Okay, the last question is a personal one. This person, so lead team, can you tap into the person who asked this question, please? Yes? Okay. She said, my daughter bet money that Spain would win the World Cup and was thrilled when Spain won, I'm sure. That's awesome. Was this intended to strengthen her confidence in intuition? Wow, yes. So she just intuitively felt like Spain was going to win. So they're saying yes. Okay, did it work to strengthen her intuition? Great. Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. Very cool. Very cool. All right, you guys, thank you so much again for all of your questions and your involvement in the conversation. It goes on in the comments. Do you guys ever, I think I mentioned this the other day in a video, but do you ever, I just giggle every once in a while when I go to a comment and someone says, is anyone just here for the comments? Not on our channel. People might say that, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely, a lot of times we'll just see a title and then go right to the comments, you know, because I'm more interested in what the community has to say about something than what the actual details are of what the presenter is giving. So, so hopefully you guys can have a nice conversation about this. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.